Hey everybody, welcome back to Dual Planet, the huge channel we talk all things media. Hope it's doing well, it's doing good. And as always, I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Azteral.
Hello, everybody.
And today, guys, we bring you a review for episode 7?
Yeah.
Episode 7 of Daredevil Born Again. What was this titled?
Uh, Something the Darkness.
Some, yeah. But yeah, we're
It's
here.
titled The Hateful Darkness.
Hateful Darkness. But yeah. Will will do his breakdown of the episode and then we'll get into the review. So go on, Will.
We have a bit of a crazy episode this week, which is to be expected for a penultimate episode. As we know from last week, Miss Page has been arrested by the Anti-Vigilante Task Force. She has been taken to the 15th Precinct for processing. Vanessa Fisk is obviously dead. That is, not great. We have Kingpin in his truest form. He is now absolutely crazy, right? Yeah. So we have Jessica Jones and Charles, who Charles reveals that Luke Cage is overseas doing something. Which is interesting considering the last time we saw Mr. Cage, he was in fact leading Harlem. We have the return of forgot his name, Brennan or Brenner, the police officer from the Netflix show who is now chief detective at the 15th Precinct. We have a little bit of like concoction going on with the plan. So we have Wilson Bethel's Bullseye, who, as we find out later in the episode, is tasked with protecting the governor, who they know that is going to have an assassination attempt on them. And we have Matt and Kristen, who are representing Karen. Matt comes back not as Daredevil, but as Matt Murdock, stands beside Thing and questions the task force agents. And Fisk did not expect that at all. There's an assassination attempt on Kristen and Matt by the Anti-Vigilante Task Force, which, by the way, if you're ever going to try to assassinate someone with an organization you own, don't wear their logo. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So yeah, we're pretty sure that some crazy stuff is going to happen, especially crazy stuff. This episode was very much back to basics for Daredevil, because we had like some lawyer scenes, we had some Daredevil scenes, and then we had a bit of side story. This week's side story is between BB Urick, Daniel Blake, and Buck Cashman. Daniel is to bring BB to an area so that she can be killed because she's been identified as the leak. Daniel's going through with it right up until BB makes some very compelling points and Blake lets her go. Daniel then goes to face Cashman alone, where we see Daniel get beaten before a gun is pointed at his head. Buck hesitates, but ultimately pulls the trigger, and Daniel Blake redeemed himself with 2 final acts of bravery and honorableness. Does it fully redeem him of all the shit that he's done? Not really, but I think it's pretty good. We also get to see Heather Glenn move closer to being Muse. She kind of beats the shit out of Karen, like slaps her a few times, and we get to see Muse standing in the background. I think it's pretty obvious to say at this point, hello, new Muse. Which it's pretty obvious that she's gonna have some either split personality or some like derangement, that transforms her into Muse.
Well, she's been slowly transforming as this show went on.
So yeah, we have quite a lot. That's like the basics of like this week's episode. Next week's gonna be absolutely crazy, in my humble opinion. Again, cinematography in the show continues to impress, especially the ending shots of Matt inside the church with the classic red lighting. Also, the shot of Bullseye walking away from the governor's manor is also a really good shot as well. And also the shot of Daniel Blake's execution by Buck. All very good shots. Now here's where it gets a little bit complicated. As we've started doing, we like giving a congratulation to the best performance of a given episode. And for the first time since I've started doing that, I don't actually know who had the best performance of the episode. They are all quite good. I would say this one, and I'm only going to say this because of where I think it's going to go, but I think that Heather Glenn, I think Margarita Levia, I think that's how you pronounce her name, is showing quite a nuanced performance where Glenn is concerned, and especially her transformation into Muse 2.
I think she's done really well. Like, they've definitely obviously told her that as the show goes on that she will become the new Muse, and she's took it on stride, and now she's actually becoming Muse, and I can't wait to see what her version's like. And I'm betting that her motive is that she goes after vigilantes
Maybe, yeah.
instead of random people. It'll be vigilantes.
Some other good performances. Deborah Ann Wool as Karen Page.
Yeah.
She was very good this episode.
So that scene where she's just licking her lips after the beat, after she's been punched. Jesus.
Both Michael Godolphin and Artie Frauschen as Daniel Blake and Buck Cashman, respectively. Those two were also particular highlights of this episode. I'm noticing that a lot of the side characters are putting in some pretty good performances, and I do like branching out from just saying, "Oh yeah, Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock as always," because
like as much as Charlie Cox as
like those performances are good, but I've seen it before, you know.
A lot of these
I've seen that level of that character before. These side characters are getting depth. Their actors and actresses are like performing quite complex scenes emotionally. They're doing it very convincingly. Same with like a lot of the vigilante task force people, like Powell's actor. No doubt that man is a lovely guy, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I want to punch him in the face.
I want to punch all of the task force members in the face.
Which again, really good acting. Vincent D'Onofrio deserves a special shout out as well for the flip that has switched in Fisk's head. I can see the difference in the demeanor, which is very good.
He's less going on like feel, and now he's
less trying to hide it.
He's also
he's less trying to hide it.
He's also like thinking about what he's doing, but yeah.
First time ever, we're gonna shout out the director. I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I'm just gonna call him McDonald. Very good direction for a lot of these things. I don't think that many of the things in this episode would be as good as they are without the direction from this director.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We have a few shots that we haven't seen yet. Like we're supposed to see a bunch of people dressed up as Daredevil confronting Fisk
That'll be the final.
with Daredevil and like cops as well.
Macaroni's
So
in the
I'm
background.
curious what's gonna come of that.
They're all there.
So yeah, I'm almost quite sad that season 2's already coming to an end. I really wish that we'd get out of this like 8 episode story arc. I would love to go back to when we got like 23 episode seasons. Something that cable TV has clearly seen a drive for, seeing as The Rookie has had its episode count brought back up after a few seasons of it being lower. But I get that they're trying to tell more concise stories, which I like. So, very excited for the finale. What would you rate this episode of Daredevil?
Thought-wise, I think this episode was great. Probably one of the. Did you say your rating?
I have not said my rating.
Seeing Matt again come out, be in his lawyer self, because it's been mainly Daredevil. This season has been mainly his Daredevil self instead of his lawyer self.
Yeah.
So, and it's for Karen, obviously. Him and Karen obviously are now like fixed their issues after their little argument that they had not long ago.
I know someone who will be happy about
that. Who?
You know who. I won't say their name, but you know who.
I was gonna message you it.
No.
No? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, they have fixed the issues.
They have fixed their issues, and it's good to see. I think.
And like hearing her like clown on Heather Glenn and be like, oh yeah, I know that he loves me in a way you'll never understand. I was like, oh damn.
That she proper went in there. She went for it, and it was great. I think overall, I enjoyed this episode. I'm probably gonna give this episode a. I don't know. I'm leaning towards a 8.5 or higher. I'm not sure. I'm all over the place for this one.
Interesting.
What about you?
I would give it probably like a 9.3.
That's fair.
I think overall this show is currently sat at like a 9.8 for me overall.
The final.
Like I don't know if I've read an episode or like a series this high so consistently.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do know of one other, and that's Maul, which we're still currently doing.
The final will make or break it.
Yeah, depending on how they stick the landing of everything they've set up.
It's funny because Maul will end the same week that
Daredevil does.
So
I would say if they stick the landing, I will probably end up giving this show like a 9.8 out of 10. I might even go as far as to give it a 10 out of 10 overall when all is said and done. Because obviously it's a different experience watching a show week by week as opposed to in one sitting.
Yeah.
Usually when you watch an episode in or a series in one sitting with no like breaks, between like seasons, I think it tends to paint a bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I think on a whole, it's been really, really solid. And if I was watching it all at once, I'd probably rate the episodes higher because of like the continuation and stuff, and like the stuff forgotten from episode 1, they're like relevant in episode 8, and I won't be able to pick up on it. Whereas if I'd watched it all in one sitting, I'd pick up on it.
True.
So I would say, yeah, 9.3 for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.3.
You know what? Yeah, I'm agreeing on that one. But yeah, I've got nothing else to say.
Neither do I.
So we hope
you outro this one, by the way.
I noticed. I forgot for a second. I hope you did enjoy today's review of Daredevil Born Again, episode 7. And let us know in the comments what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or whatever. Let us know your thoughts of this episode and the season so far. And other things like that. But other than that, guys, hope everybody enjoy. I've been one of your hosts, Slasher.
I've been your other host, Azteral.
And we'll see you on the next one. Remember, keep on watching All Things Media. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
You forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
It's over, Anakin!